Hey guys, and welcome on into today's NFL pick video play for Monday night's action between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. To get all of our picks, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So Green Bay coming into this one on their home field as about 2 to 2.5 point favorites, with the over-under at about 43 points. Aaron Rodgers, of course, continues to be out for Green Bay, which makes them underdogs here against the Detroit Lions, a team that Green Bay has just had a tremendous amount of success against throughout their history. But starting with the road team today, the Detroit Lions, they got off to a pretty nice start this year. They opened up the campaign 3-1 overall, with their only loss during that stretch coming in a controversial defeat against the Falcons at home. So they almost could have been 4-0 to kick things off this year, but they haven't been looking as good as of late, albeit against a very respectable schedule. They've lost their last 3 contests in a row. They fell to the Panthers at home by 3. They lost to the Saints on the road in a shootout, and then again losing on their home field to the Pittsburgh Steelers in their last outing by 5 points. But the Lions on the year, you know, they've been a team that hasn't really had an identity. They at times have shown strengths on both sides of the ball, but they haven't really been able to put everything together. They're ranked 9th in the NFL in scoring average, which is certainly respectable, but that doesn't even line up with the statistics that they've been putting up as a squad. They rank just 12th in the NFL in passing and 28th in rushing, so they're a much more pass-heavy offense than what they've been able to do in terms of that ground game, which makes them very one-dimensional and predictable with that pass game behind Matthew Stafford. The ground game hasn't been able to get going. Their leading rusher, Amir Abdullah, has only picked up 370 yards on the year and just 1 rushing touchdown. And as a unit, this ground game averaging just 82 yards per contest, so not getting the job done there. And then defensively, ranking 25th in the NFL in total team defense, giving up about 24.1 points per contest. But they still have a positive plus-minus at this point at +1. But still, 3-4 overall currently puts them in 3rd place in the division. The Packers are in a little bit better spot right now at 4-3 overall. Detroit going to really try to go on and win this one so they can even things up with the Packers and continue to try to make a push towards a potential playoff spot in the NFC. If they lose this one and go down to 3-5 overall, that makes things much more difficult on the Lions going forward. And it's not going to be easy, even with Aaron Rodgers out. The Packers, they haven't given up on their season by any means. Just because one of the best players in the league is out doesn't mean that the Packers don't have a whole host of other guys that are trying to win and reach their ultimate goals this season. So the Packers at that 4-3 record right now, coming off back-to-back losses against the Vikings and Saints. But now that they've had some extra time without Aaron Rodgers, they continue to get Hundley more reps. This team should start to look better and better each week as they get more used to having a different guy under center. They opened the year actually pretty successful as well. They were standing 4-1 overall, with their 1 defeat during that stretch also coming against the Falcons. But obviously not having as much success as of late without Rodgers in there. But like I said, Hundley trying to get more comfortable with the first team receivers and try to develop a winning strategy here for the Packers. They have a great home field advantage, which they'll try to utilize today. This team actually ranks better than the Lions on both sides of the ball. They're 11th in the NFL in scoring average, 20th in total team defense, but actually their plus-minus is a little bit worse at about plus 0.4 points on the year, but obviously not all that different, certainly, to the Lions. And this has been a team that ranks 23rd in the NFL in passing, 19th in rushing. We actually expect their rushing numbers to continue to get better, and their passing numbers aren't likely to improve from where they are, given the fact that they now have a dual-threat quarterback who can put the ball on the ground and get you some yardage that way, so that should help increase those yardage numbers that the Packers are able to pick up on the ground. So coming into this one, Green Bay, not an underdog on their home field all that often, but also you have to consider the fact that this has been a franchise that's had tremendous quarterback play over the last few decades. Not the same type of quarterback play coming out of the Packers in this one, but Detroit, they're trending in a negative direction right now, while Green Bay, we feel like they're going to continue to get better as they get more used to Hundley under center. They have that home field advantage, and the Lions, just in their history, they have had a lot of struggles winning against the Packers. So we're going to go ahead, take the home team today behind that home field advantage, getting those points here. So siding with the Packers, getting the 2 to 2.5 points as our NFL pick video play. And again, guys, to get all of our plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.